Have you ever wondered whether you can buy the US Dividend Aristocrats in one single fund? Well, in today's video, I'm going to take you through the S&P US Dividend Aristocrat ETF that trades under the ticker USDV on the London Stock Exchange. If this is something that you're interested in, wait till the end, and I might give you another way that you could get something very similar that might give you a better return. But welcome to the channel. You're new here. Hi, I'm Mark of Desperately Seeking Fi. In this video, we're going to do a quick look at the US Dividend Aristocrat ETF. How has it performed? And we'll do it against a few different benchmarks. We'll see what the fund are, how much does it cost, what kind of dividend does it pay, and then where could you potentially buy it? And then, as I said, we'll give you another option where you might get closer to home dividends that pay a better dividend yield. Let's just have a quick look on the Hargreaves Lansdown website just to look at some of the details of this Dividend Aristocrat ETF. We get on here a quick look at buy and sell cost. There is a bit of a spread on this, but to buy would be costing you $54.88. Dividend yield is 2.19 at time of doing this video. There are some other ETFs that do pay slightly better than this. Have a look at this video, link down below. What is the objective of this ETF? It's looking to track the US equity market performance of certain high dividend yielding equity services, basically looking at high yield dividend aristocrat index and trying to track that as closely as possible. In the previous video that I'd done on US dividend aristocrats, we were looking at 67 dividend aristocrats. They are companies that have basically grown their dividend yield over the past 25 years. They must be on the S&P 500. They must have a market cap of over 3 billion and a trading volume in the previous 3 months of an average of 5 million per month. This covers off a few more holdings and gives you that slightly better diversification across assets. Looking at 122 within this ETF, and there is an ongoing charge of 0.35. This is starting to get in close to the higher end of where I would like to be, because as we all know, the lesser you pay in your fees, the more that comes back into your pocket, and small little adjustments really do make a huge difference. Year to date, this ETF hasn't been doing as well against the other two comparators that I have on here, which are the S&P 500, VWRL, the all-world ETF that Vanguard provide. I've done videos on both of those. You can have a look at those down below. But if we look year to date, we are down about 5% with this ETF. But what's really important to have a look at in times of trouble, if we look last year, this ETF did perform slightly better. And why is that? Because we've got stable dividend paying companies which aren't going through massive growth phases. So what you then end up is they are slightly more stable, slightly less volatile, and you are also getting that payment of the dividend. If we have a look over the 5-year period, you can see, depending on whereabouts we are, so 2018 to 2020, this dividend did better. We then get the massive growth that we had in 21, where the S&P 500 just took off with all the growth of the tech companies. But then we get into a bit of instability, drops in that tech payout last year, and look, riding nice and high in how that actually performed. Let's have a quick look at who is within this ETF. These are the names that we see in that list of companies that have got the highest paying dividend yields in the US Aristocrat list. Many of them in here: VF Corporation, Walgreen Boots Alliance, 3M, Realty Income. They are all companies that have grown their dividend for, in some cases, 60 years plus. We are in reasonably boring sectors which just show growth over time. We don't see in these sectors are any of those massive tech companies which go for growth over being nice and stable and paying dividends out to their shareholders. And it'll be no surprise, this is a US Dividend Aristocrat list with over 90% based in the US, but many of them will have footprints across the world. Where could we actually get our hands on these? You've seen it's already on the Hargreaves Lansdowne website, but with that you would be paying a cost every time you are buying. You could be looking at using either Invest Engine or Trading 212. I've got affiliate links down below. If you sign up, you get a bonus of either cash or a stock. You could buy this on Invest Engine. Really simple. You just type in UKDV and then it actually gives you a quick oversight of the different companies that are within this. On Trading 212, go type in search USDV. There you go, USDV on the London Stock Exchange. And then you can go and have a quick look on here and you can have a look at different documents. So you can go and have a look at the key information document. This allows you to go in and have a bit of a look at more detail and do a little bit of due diligence on your side of things. As I said at the beginning of this, dividend yield is 2.1% and your ongoing charge is 0.35. You may be more interested in looking a little bit closer to home and have a look at this video where I talk about UKDV, which gives a dividend yield of over 4%, almost twice what this does, and you'll know some of those companies. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much. Bye.